Yeah.
Or should only one of us have
Both. Because just in case if we can't do the screen. Remember, we're gonna have to edit this to make out with mine because I've already started recording. Okay.
Right. Alright, so we're gonna say, what's up, guys?
Okay. 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Welcome back
to Farming and Friends.
Where we farm,
we are
not
playing Farming and Friends.
from the beginning for you guys.
Yep, we're gonna start a series, and we'll basically go throughout the game. So we are about to do the tutorial.
On my screen, I just started the tutorial, and it's so far basically what we're doing is we're basically harvesting corn. Now we do have other accounts we have played this on, so
we know how to play.
Yeah, so if you have questions, let us know about this game, if it's fun.
So all you've got to do in the tutorial is it says get into your harvester. It has a little checklist up in the top left. It says get into your harvester, harvest your crops, and then drive next to your trailer. So as you can see, I've already got the first one checked off, which is get into your harvester. I'm about to finish the second box, which is harvest your trailer, or harvest your crops.
Now,
so
if you say
I'm going to drive next to my trailer.
And I just did the same, and extend
now, on the left side, you can see the controls. You can change your view to go into first person. You can exit the vehicle or toggle pipe. So I'm going to extend the pipe, fill my trailer, get out of my harvester. Then I'm going to grab my tractor. I'm going to attach the trailer, and I'm going to drive to the farm co.
Which you are two different farm codes. And then later point we will show you the other farm code. Right now, wheat's at free, which is okay. But we have to sell it anyways to complete this.
So you go to the farm co.
Sell it for $150. Alright, and then I push cancel and drive forward again.
So 50.
You come over here to the and now we go in.
You get out of your tractor, go inside of Farm Co.
You have to come down.
Box of wheat.
Now, as you have to push F to drop, eat the chat, and you have to push buy for seeds. Then you have to pick your seeds up and bring them back to your trailer, and just put them back into the trailer.
Now, you put
and then drive back to the farm.
Yep, and then you go back to your farm, and then you're gonna have to use all of the other tools to get your farm ready. So you've gotta plow your farm, cultivate your farm, and then seed your farm, and then just kind of rinse and repeat the process. Then you harvest.
And as you get into it more and more, we're just gonna show you how to do the beginning steps and maybe get corn today. And as you just
I don't think we'll get corn.
Yeah. So as you can see, there's a door and there's a shed with all of our tools. You're gonna spawn things in here as well. So if I go in here, it says T. I'm not going to do it because if you really need to, you can figure it out. And plus, and so now
it tells you to attach your plow and then plow your. Plowing is really simple. All you gotta do is
run over the tiles.
Go over the tiles and it'll plow up the tiles.
Well, and with two active farmers, sometimes the things can get a little crazy, especially when you don't have a lot of space.
Also, in this game, there are multiple features. For instance, if you're playing with a friend and they need a little bit of help on money, and you're doing really good with money, you can go. Eventually, you'll be able to share your profit with people.
That happens right after the tutorial. You can share profit.
You can also share your tools and like I can share my tractor or my cultivator.
But since we all have the exact same tools, that does not need to be done right now. I'm not going to sell this building because your tools are spawn out in the same place. you leave and come back. Don't sell it yet. Eventually I'm selling it, but I'm not selling it yet.
Yeah, the building is just a waste because eventually once you get big enough stuff, it starts not to fit. But there are also bigger buildings that you can get. There's not just this one. You can get barns for cows, which we will do in a later video. And then you can make chocolate milk with the chocolate milk factory, but you need a cocoa farm. So you gotta have cocoa trees and a cocoa harvester, which gets very expensive. So that will all be in later videos.
You can also play this game on mobile
and Xbox.
PlayStation, all of the things like that. Now, when you do back up, it will with the cultivator, it will like pull you as you're trying to turn backwards. So yeah.
There are some bugs in this game, like sometimes if the server gets really laggy, then it can be very hard to actually play the game because it gets really laggy and then stuff starts to mess up. You can glitch under your tools and stuff.
Private servers are free. Private servers are free.
You can only make one though, so one per account, but you can invite all your friends or you can just make it for yourself, whatever you like. Now I am about to finish up seeding my field. After I finish that up, you
finish the tutorial.
Then you finish the tutorial and then you just gotta wait for the seeds to all grow. So basically, the tutorial.
We're basically giving you the tutorial on like from the beginning as well.
So as you can see on my screen, all of these top buttons. This hammer is where you can build buildings like silos or the bigger garages or barns. There are houses that you can make. There's a $10 million house, which is when you really complete the game.
So now I just completed my tutorial, and see here, if you push the animal sign, I have currently 0 animals, so it's going to say 0 and 0.
There's an animal category where you can get a bunch of stuff for chickens. You can get chicken feeders, cow feeders, chicken coop, medium chicken coop, which can hold up to 10 chickens at a time. There's fences. To make a farm for animals, you will need fences and gates to keep them in. If you don't, then they will run away. There is different fields you can grab. So there's like the standard field and you can just expand the field. Or there is forest soil, which is for growing trees. And you still have to do the exact same thing you would for other crops. There's furniture for inside your house.
Or outside.
Mostly inside. There's a outdoor section where you can have bushes, lights. You can put lights around your
and also
place. And
just a little tip,
you can buy roads, and then there's also an extension of land. So there's $1,000 ones, there's $3,000 ones, and then there's Robux all the way in the back. I would not advise you to use your Robux unless you really want to.
Yes, so the corn grows fairly fast, which only gives you like a minute. So it grows like in a minute, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But the more expensive your crop is, so if you get up into like let's say cabbages, which is pretty expensive, it's like $57,000 per 50 seeds. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes depending on the equipment that you have.
42 at the most. Is actually what I looked up.
There's also a bunch of different equipment that you can get. You can get better harvesters that hold more and can do more tiles. You can get better plows, which can do more tiles or make your crops grow faster. That's a really good perk about the cultivator and plow, is that if you get the right ones, they can make your crops grow faster. And there's there's trucks in the game, so you can get like a pickup truck that can carry around your trailer, and it's a little bit faster than the tractor is. And then there's better tractors that can hold, or that can like have better things behind them and pull better things.
So I just had a bug. I'm not sure if it's a personal bug, but it does happen to people who don't have very good computers. Is that your computer, if you hold W for too long to drive, it will get stuck driving for a minute or two.
Also, there are price changes, so every 5 minutes the price will change. It can go up or down. The best price you can get is Rainbow, which is really good. And my rule of thumb is don't sell it unless it is green.
But right now we need to.
Since it's just wheat, you can really sell it whenever.
Yeah.
Because it's not that expensive. As long as it's not red, you're fine.
Now, if you go up here to this the barn looking place, and then you can push this plus button, and I can add him, which I don't not, so I don't really need to. And if I push blacklist, I can add him, so if any of these equipment on my farm, it'll despawn from this barn back to this place.
So here is the vehicle store where you can get better tractors. So level 5 tractors are the best tractors that you can get. All level 5 equipment is the best that you can get so far in the game. It can hold anything, it can pull anything. So here's the trucks. When you get $2,000, you can get the first truck, which you don't get immediately, and you can just pull your trailer around a little bit faster. But let's say you get a level 2 trailer, you will not be able to pull it unless you have something level 2. So you kind of have to level up your truck before you can get a better trailer. Here's all the harvesters. Again, level 5 is the best. It can harvest 3 plows at a time, or 3 tiles at a time.
And there are Robux versions of everything in every category, pretty much.
To get carrots and potatoes, which are the best crops to get, you have to have the level 4 harvester, and you have to have the level 4 seeder. Anything after that can do it. There are a bunch of different trailers, like there's a small liquid transport, which can hold milk. There's a small animal trailer, which can hold
1 cow.
1 cow or 6 chickens.
And by the way, for another tip, if you do the second level of the animal trailer, it can only hold 2 cows. If you spend Robux to get the trucks right now, the trailers, you get more. You can hold 3 cows. So I just suggest don't spend Robux still. Wow.
So there's also log trailers that you can get. For logging, you can get a bunch of different trees and stuff. There's box trailers specifically meant for boxes. And then there's semi-trailers, which can only be pulled by the semi-truck.
And they're all $100,000 or above.
Right. Then there's one tree cutter that is faster than it's faster than using the chainsaw, but I wouldn't get it unless you really need it, because logging is not a very efficient job. It takes a while for the trees to grow, but then it really doesn't make that much money. unless you have like the best tree. So I would suggest getting cocoa trees and farming the cocoa with the cocoa harvester, and making a chocolate milk farm. It's the easiest thing to do, and you get $20,000 per one chocolate milk, when with regular milk you only get like 300 per one milk. So it's a way better thing to do than just harvesting a bunch of trees, because the cocoa trees, they also are infinite as long as you don't cut them down. So
we'll show you we will have an episode in the future when we have some more money to have to make the cocoa farm or chocolate milk farm. We'll probably start off showing you how to get enough money to get the cocoa harvester, and then we'll finally build it all. To build one of these 5x5 fields costs $750, which
and so you can expand it, but just know it can get expensive if you try to expand it too much. So make sure you know how much you want to expand it by, and then make sure you're actually going to be able to afford it and the crops, because depending on the crop you have depends on how fast you'll actually be making money. So with the wheat, it's a good starter because it's really fast growing, but it doesn't make a lot of money. But like we said before, the better crop you get, the slower it's gonna grow, but the more money you're gonna make. Also, one more thing about crops and money, the better the crop, the more chance you have at having lower prices for it. So like wheat, the price really doesn't change much. The rainbow, I'm pretty sure, is only $5.
yes,
for one, which is really bad, but good for beginning. And the lowest it goes is like $2, and the normal price is $3.
$1 for the lowest.
Okay, well, the normal price is $3, so it's really low. Now, some of the other crops, like, I know corn, I think, sells for 10 regularly. If it's on the low end, it can go down to like 5, I'm pretty sure, which is not a good price, because then you won't even be able to buy one. But like the highest it can go is like 20 or 25, I think.
No, I think
I'm gonna go drive over to the border.
I'm actually doing that right now.
So
now,
when you can also see that driving without a trailer is faster than driving with a trailer. So right now it's at a really bad price. It's at 2 right now. So I would not sell corn or wheat. I would sell rice if I had it, but nothing else really, because I mean, potatoes are the most expensive thing, and if you can get them green, it can be up to $3,000. Its regular price is like $2,000.
So
it can be like $2,500 regularly. So this is a really bad price for potatoes.
So right now, since it's at $2, it only multiplies by 50. But since I just really, I'm not gonna sell it. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. And so we'll fast forward this as this grows, or as we wait.
See, and this is why you have a silo, so you don't have to wait all the time.
Drive to the other farm, so okay.
prices are the same.
Oh. Or just. Oh wait, the first part. We're gonna have to cut audio out for this part here. I'm guessing. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay, one more thing while we're waiting for the prices to change. There can be rainstorms in this game, which make your crops grow faster, which is a good thing. You can also buy rainstorms for Robux,
$50, 50 Robux at a time.
Which I do not suggest.
Unless if you have potatoes, then everyone you're playing with has potatoes.
But there's also like crop dusters for Robux. I've never bought one of those, but I'm pretty sure it just does the same thing as rain, just maybe a little bit better. Because rain can happen on its own. Crop dusters are strictly Robux.
So right now, I actually went all the way up to the other farm coast, so you know what it looks like.
It's the same thing, but some of the crops, there aren't as much of them, and there's also no vehicle stored. So if you spawn somewhere other than in the middle where we spawned, then you'll have to go all the way to the middle to go to the vehicle store. There's only one vehicle store, one animal store, and one logging store, but there are multiple farm codes around.
Yes, there's only 2 in total, and there are places where the developers are still working on building to make more people to come in, or there are more places for places to be like farm codes and shops. And
alrighty, so we're going to sell this last load real quick, and then we are going to end the video there.
Let's do it. $50?
Yes.
Oh wow, it's $200. Wow. So yeah. Alright. I think I'm just gonna go ahead. I don't care if I make money off of it this time. Don't sell it. Alright. Fast forward this one as well. Cut that here out. Let's just cut this part out. You know what I mean? Or it has been coming up to 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay, there it goes. It changed. So, back up to regular price, and all the prices have changed. So, we're going to go ahead and sell this, and we are going to end the video there.
Alright, guys, we'll see you later.